I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that the 2016 Telstra Tasmanian Businesswoman of the Year is Bernadette Black. My goodness. Wow. You know, this is really incredible. As that girl that I spoke about, the 16-year-old pregnant girl, you know, Mum and Dad didn't cope with it very well. I can remember my dad and the other finalist for Mum, the obstetricians will have a good laugh at this. But I remember my dad running out into the middle of the main road of Melbourne and screaming out to the whole of the suburb that his 16-year-old daughter had had sex and now was pregnant. Now, in hindsight, didn't need to add those two things together because that usually happens, except that's what he did. It was a pretty stressful time, and Mum was pretty sick. I remembered, and that was because of the shock, I remembered not having very much hope and just not knowing really who to turn to. And for some reason, I went into my Year 10 Year Level Coordinator. His name is Mr. Shiel. And I thought that he was a safe place to go to. And I don't know why, really, because, you know, to me at the time, being 16, I thought that he was 121 years old. In reality, he was probably 25. He had a really strict look and, you know, a comb-over. And I went into him, and yes, those things of a teenage girl. And I went into him, and he just looked at me, knew I was upset. I told him what had happened. He stopped me straight away. He took my hands, and he said, "Bernadette Kennedy, the journey might be different now, but the destination can stay the same." So thank you to Mr. Shiel for those words. I have to say, I've heard a lot about journeys, I've heard a lot about destinations, but I certainly know that in my journey and the destinations that I have been to, that not one of those anchor points, not one of those junctures, not one of those trajectories hasn't been without an army of support and people to believe and to help you every time you will ask for that help, like I asked Mr. Shiel. I want to pay particular thanks to my incredible husband, Steve. He met Damien, really. Steve met Damien when he was 3. And I can remember Steve saying that, you know, if Dame only ever knows how much his 3 parents love him, that is all that matters. And, you know, Damien, mate, thank you to you. It's incredible. I mean, it's not so nice sometimes for Dame. I took him out to a concert not long ago, and one of the musicians came down at in the middle of the gig and said, "Come on, mate, get your girlfriend up for a dance." So it's you know, a bit tricky for him sometimes. But Dame, thank you, you're incredible. And Bailey, our daughter, who is 15, not here tonight, and our son Flynn, incredible family. I'd also love to thank the board of Brave Foundation. I am incredibly blessed with each person that has given me their time, their wisdom, and helping me to learn as this journey unfolds. To particular stakeholders, we have David Shering here tonight from Hand Built Creative. A big thank you to you also, mate. Thank you. Again, to my fellow finalists, it is just incredible to be standing alongside you all of you here tonight, and meeting you last night. You all have tremendous stories, and I really look forward to being able to get to know you and seeing how we can work together into the future. Finally, I'd just like to say, people often say to me, "Bernie, you know, we've heard it tonight, how do you do it? How do you be a mum of a 23, 15 and 12-year-old? And I will turn around and say, "I don't know, I've never been a mum to a 23, 12 and 15-year-old before, I'm still learning." And that is something that we are all doing. We are all learning together, and I look forward to learning alongside you all as we turn the trajectory of generations for vulnerable young women in our community of Australia. Thank you very much.
Thank you.